Welcome YouTube friends and family to the craft room. And today, please excuse the oxygen, just get used to it guys. Trying to be compliant with what the doc says is going to help me the most with my lung issues. And I'm just going to tell you, this is really only day 2 that I've been using my oxygen more. I can tell the difference. So I still huff and puff, I still get out of breath. I hope you will excuse that. If you happen by this channel and you're brand new, I am dealing with some lung cancer, and as a result of having a huge amount of radiation, I've developed an inflammation in my lungs called pneumonitis, and unfortunately guys, it's a 6-month to healing time. So you're just gonna have to listen to me huff and puff and pretend that I'm not wearing oxygen. So what are we gonna do today? Guys, I have been diligently working. This is my second video today. Today is Thursday. And I'm really trying to get caught up and to have a lot of Vlogtober for you all. I have been working so hard on my gift boxes to come, and the main feature of the gift box are these tumblers. And I want to share some of the ones that I've made with you. And I also want to make one with you today and show you some new products that I've got. So I just opened another gallon of glycerin. And let me just show you, y'all, just give you a couple ideas here of what you might expect. So there's kind of going to be 2 themes to the box. One theme is going to be fall, autumn cozy, and then the second will be a winter cozy. So I will have 6 of each box at least to start. So if you are a fan of Halloween like moi, y'all, I only have 2 Halloween, but how gorgeous is this? It has the matching lid. At the bottom, you've got the little cupcake with the witch hat, and this is a glitter, if you can see it moving, like a snow globe mug. It is glass, it is 16 ounce. Along with that, y'all, this might be my favorite. This is my little spooky vibes, pardon me. It also has the really cute matching lid. On the bottom, a little pumpkin. I do have a glitter butt on all of mine to seal them up. This one is just gorgeous. Look at all that beautiful glitter. Like, who would not want that? And of course, there's a straw. I'm just not showing the straw. Another fall themed, and I really love this. This is a faith-based one, and it says, with God, all things are possible. But it does have the fall theme. And then on the other side, it has the thankful, grateful, blessed. And I just love the glitter colors that are in this. I just think it's so pretty. And again, a little, can you see a little scarf on the bottom? So just a little something extra that you may not get when you're purchasing a tumbler from someone. So this one is mine. And I did want to say, I had shared Crafty Gleam, Gleim, when we made this tumbler. I had a little problem, and it's not the kit, it's operator error. So I changed out my liquid, which you can do, and made it sort of a lava tumbler, which I really like. It's very, very cute. But if you want to order one of her kits, use the code Brandy, Brandy, for 10% off your order. So thank you, Brandy, for doing that. Let's look at a couple more mugs. I've got a lot for you. I'm just going to show you a few more. So if you are a coffee lover and you want but first coffee, this is a layered magical liquid mug with all of the cute coffee beans and coffee mugs on top. And this will stay this way. It's not a shake up. Y'all have seen this one, but just to give you an idea of some of the fancy, this one is mine. It says, "Are you serious, Clark?" It's hard to see it, but when the glitter settles, you can see it. It's from National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Beautiful, beautiful lid on this one. Yeah, that one's mine too. So I have plenty of tumblers. And then these are so neat, y'all. These are the 24-ounce acrylic. Everything I've shown you up till now is glass, but this is like a lava lamp, and it has little things in it like candy canes and peppermints and snowmen, and it's just super cute. I actually have two of these that are very similar. This one has the fancier top and a really pretty glitter butt. So these are just some of the choices that you might have. Now, I know not everyone is going to want a holiday themed cup. I'm going to work on a few more because it is the holidays, or it's coming up to the holidays. But I will have some non-holiday cups as well. And I have more, y'all. I just don't want to monopolize, the video with all of the cups. All right, so what are we gonna make? Well, I wanted to show you that I got an order from Peachy Olive Glitter, and they are very well known in the cup making world for their beautiful, beautiful glitters. Y'all, I am enamored. Now, what I ordered, they were out of the jars, so I've ordered some spice jars that I can, well, I have them. So look how pretty this nacho is. Won't this be great for the Grinch? This is called snow confetti. So I ordered a variety of chunky and fine, because guys, I'm gonna start doing some acrylic tumblers. This is called Blossom. Isn't that a beautiful color? Like it shines pink and purple. Cherish, which is like a yellow gold. Yeah, I got a lot of glitter. Something hit the floor. This is called Whoville. I really, really like this one. It's red, it's green, it's blue, it's silver, it's everything. It's beautiful. This is called Basic White Girl, and it is a mix of fine and coarse. I got 2 packages of that. And this is called Amour. It's a pink and purple. This is called Fornado. Isn't that gorgeous? Guys, the glitters are just amazing that she has, and she mixes all of these. This is called Galadriel. Again, another reflective chunky. This one is called Frosty. I have a plan for that. And then the last 2, this is called Miami. Beautiful teal. Isn't that gorgeous? I planned for that too. And this one is called Stankonium. I don't know who comes up with these, but it's very pretty. In addition to glitters, she does sell the little tchotchkes that go inside the little clay bits. I got one called Peppermint Love, and then one called Coffee Beans, because I have a lot of coffee wraps that I'm going to be doing. So if you're a coffee lover, stay tuned. And then finally, oops, I forgot this one. I think this was a freebie. Yeah. And it's just really pretty Christmassy things. I did get a few of her DTFs, just the individual, so not the full cup wraps, but some special ones that I thought might be inspirational for me. So this one, I'll be doing a pink cup, and it says, "We don't know how strong we are until being strong is the only choice we have," right? I think this was a freebie. Roam far and wonder wide. Amazing Grace, I did order that one. And then how cute is this? I also have a lot of Stanley mugs, so I may put some of these on my Stanley mugs because they will stay on Stanley mugs as well. So yeah, that is my order from Peachy Olive Glitter. Cheers, guys. So let's make this gorgeous cup, right? So the first thing that I did, I have some of these little clay things, and they're penguins, snowballs, and snowflakes. So super cute. Like, can you see the little penguins? Yeah, maybe you can there. So I've put, because it takes a while, to get it down in there. Best way to do it, sit them on top and whack it. So I put about an inch, a little less, all the way around. I have measured out 50 milliliters, which is a little better than an ounce and a half for this size mug of glycerin. I'm going to be using the Wilton white, bright white icing color. That's what I've used in the other drip ones. You know what? Let me make sure I shake that well. And I'm also going to add a little pink to this in a very pale, pale blue. And one thing to know when you're doing this, you really need to, can y'all see? You really need to stir well. And also, it is recommended that you use like a satin or a semi-gloss, not a matte paint. Who knew? So let's do a little stir, stir, stir. And I'll bring you back when it's all mixed up. All right, y'all. And let's take our teeny weeny itty bitty funnel and we're gonna start pouring. And it does pour rather slow. You can use a syringe as well. Just keep an eye so that you don't run it over. So these cups are a lot of like fiddly work. We've talked about that before, but I just really enjoy it. And I love the way things come out differently, and that you can add a little special touch, kind of depending on the person's taste. Now, I have seen this recommended even for the 24-ounce cup to only use an ounce. I wanted to have more rather than less so that I didn't have different tones of paint color. And not real impressed with how the paint mixes compared to the Wilton. So it might be better to be using like alcohol ink, I'm thinking, or something of that nature. You don't need to use the food coloring that is fat based. So let's kind of scooch this around and see where we are, because we have nothing on one side and quite a bit on the other, and we've not put much in. But better to go slow and just evaluate. So let me keep putting this in so you don't have to watch paint run and I'll bring you back. All right, y'all. I didn't put more than an ounce in there and it's looking pretty full, but we can always add more. So now we're going to top it off with baby oil. Now I have tried the mineral oil, which is more expensive. I personally prefer the baby oil. I'm sure everybody has a different, kind of take on it, but let's go ahead and start filling it. And I'm going to use that same little funnel and lots of patience. So this takes quite a bit when you get into the 24 ouncers. It takes quite a bit of materials to make them. So, you know, that has to be reflected a bit in the price. But as I've shared before, I'm not going to be charging the prices that you do see in some of the Etsy stores. I'm not saying it's not worth it. I'm just saying that's not going to be my pricing structure. So can you all see that it's just slowly filling up? At least the baby oil is thin and it runs in pretty quickly. It just takes a lot. So let me keep putting this in and I'll bring you back when it's full. As you see, I still have a little better than an inch plus the whole bottom to fill, but let's go ahead and tip it and let it start the drip and see, are we happy? Oh, y'all, how cool is this? With the amount of weight. And I can already tell you, yes, I am. Now, the little carbochons or the little clay pieces that we put in will become more visible as we go along here. So it takes a while for the oil to grab on, if you will, to the to the white paint and to the glycerin. Oh my word. And it will flow a lot better when it's actually full, but you can see it's going to make some really cool lava shapes. So let's go ahead and we're going to put the rest of our baby oil in. Try to get some of this oil off. I'm just using 91% rubbing alcohol. There's a little penguin. You're starting to be able to see them. He's sliding down like, help me. Ugh. All right. Let me get the rest in until it's all filled. Now, it will take a while, like a day, for it to really mix in and make a good lava drip. But you can see this is going to be gorgeous. Look at the little snowballs and the snowflakes and the penguins coming down. So pretty. And you can see it's starting to not cling to the top. It just takes a while, y'all. These are not quick crafts, and I enjoy working on them over several days and, you know, just creating it fancier and fancier and fancier. So what are we going to actually put on this cup? Well, we are going to do this cup wrap. Now, because I have a graduated cup, I can't just wrap it because this is how it's going to end up. It's going to be crooked. So we're going to have to cut it apart, clean the cup really well. You can see where, pardon me, you can see the little penguins and things much better, and it's really starting to come down. It just takes a while, y'all. And even if it sticks at the top, it's really cool. So let's kind of clear up. I did have all of this left, so I have one more big cup, so I'll probably use it for that. And then I'm gonna have to order more cups because this is like an obsession, right? And I will also say that I've watched some videos where No Madness Life is creating custom orders live. Now they're long videos, but and while I hate to copy someone, I think it's an excellent idea. So we might be doing some of that, just in case what I'm creating isn't, you know, kind of up your alley. I do have a lot of, I'll say farm. I have some fancy Paris, France type things with the Eiffel Tower. I just have all kinds of cup wraps. So I have faith-based, I have holidays. Yeah, I think I've got a little something for everyone. So I can also do a little flip through of some of the categories, I guess I'll say, that I have. So let me kind of clear this up a little bit, and then we're going to start placing our cup wrap, and we'll talk about what we're going to do for our lid. Also, y'all, never hurts to whack if it's getting caught up here, just to help it move along. So that made a big difference. All right, so let me show you what I'm doing here. I'm cutting in logical sections the cup wrap. I'm going to decide where I'm going to place it, and I'm going to fully place this and take off the protective top coating, because if you don't, ask me how I know, it can get tangled up with the next piece and just wreck your whole cup. Might have happened. So I'm just using the Cricut weeding tool to separate it. Okay. One of the things sometimes too, when you have like this word winter vibes, when you have real fine writing, you may need to kind of rub it so that it's sticking to the transfer tape, and you don't end up with it saying enter instead of winter. Yep. All right. I like to stand, and I like to eyeball. I think it works out the best. I did clean the cup really, really well with the rubbing alcohol first, so that there was no oils that are going to interfere with the decal or the DTF sticking. Whew. Y'all, my poor hands. Had some nail crises. Alright, so we're going to pull this off, and then I'm going to show you what it's going to look like. Oh, it's so pretty. Oh my word, that is so pretty. What do y'all think? Very pretty. All right. Now, I want to do this in at least 3, maybe 4. But you do want to be careful as you place this that you're not going over the previous section, so that with the little overlap of transfer tape. Okay. Sometimes just rubbing with your thumb works well. I've got one little, to be honest, one little wrinkle. Oh, Lord, that's not a good angle at all. This apron makes me look fat, but it's so cute. I'll deal with the fat, right? So let's pull off our second. So cute. This will be a perfect winter cup, and I love the teal and the caramel color. Ugh. And sometimes you'll get a little bit, can y'all see that little bit of residue? We'll just clean that with some rubbing alcohol and it'll be fine. All right, last piece. It's like we'll have no problem putting this on without any overlaps. So same process. Oops. Give this a good rub first. So there's a lot of thin writing. And it's very difficult, y'all, when you get one out of line. Or at least for me, I have trouble lining it up. Yeah. So, come on here. Rastus. Alright. Alright. Last piece going on. Perfect. So if this one peels off right, we will have succeeded. And I'll be able to show you. I've got one little air bubble, y'all see it? But the oil ones, I think, are easier to degas. I had huge amounts of air, and I got a lot of it out already, so let's pull this, and oh my gosh, it's so cute, y'all. All right, here we go. How pretty. And it's snowing, and it's snowing penguins, because everybody needs a snowing penguin cup, right? Now, this is because of the way I had it laid in the little cradle there. Turn it sideways, topways. How beautiful is this cup? I think this is a winner. This is one of my favorites. Now what? One of the things I will be doing is leaving this set overnight before I seal it. And I have lots of glitter choices. I was thinking, y'all, for the glitter butt, maybe to use this color for the bottom here. For the top, maybe that same glitter with these little ice pieces, and maybe even some of the little doodads that are floating around in there. So lots of different options, but I hope this gave you some ideas of cups to come. If you're creating cups, I hope this taught you how to make a cup that is really pretty, and I think is going to sell really well. We got a penguin that needs rescued out of the top here, but it'll be all right. You can see I've got a few little bubbles, but a few little bubbles can help the lava flow better. So just food for thought. So what do y'all think? I hope you've enjoyed today's video. I plan to see you real soon. I'm trying to do more videos for Vlogtober. I'm not going to promise every day because I don't think I can do every day, y'all. But anyway, if you would do me a big favor, smash that like button. On the way out, drop me a comment. What cup is your favorite so far that I've made? And would you be interested in ordering a cup that I make on a video live? So you get to choose the wrap, the style of cup, the glitter, all of the things. I'd be very interested to know. All right, guys, I'll see you very soon. But until then, be healthy, be well, be blessed, and take care.